We here getting some lemonade. The music's on, so I'm not gonna try to play too much because I don't want to get hit up. But we at Main Squeeze here in Claremont. You know it. All right, say bye to Sarah. We're about to go outside. It's not my music, so please don't strike me. I'm outside in the world. Hello, hello, hello. So we're here. I got myself another cup of lemonade. This one has ginger in it and monk fruit because I can't do sugar. I'm not doing sugar, so it has monk fruit with a lemon in it. Usually they put a top on it. They have their own canning system in there, which is pretty cool. More music, mute. Hey, what's up, Bangladesh? Thank you for coming in. Represent, represent. I don't know how to say your name, but I'm gonna try it. Shibaji? Is that right? My name is Omni Cosmic. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for coming in. That music in the background is not mine. I'm in the public, so hello. So they're playing their music. So that's what it is. It is the season to be jolly. Fla 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 fla. So there's a lot of music going on, but there's always a lot of music going on over here. Okay, got it right. Cool, that's what's up. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. So around this morning, if you haven't been on my channel, what I do is I read the Bible, I do morning affirmations. They call it a life coach, but that's not what it is. I'm just a person that went through some experiences in life, and I have some notes for you. That's all it is. I'm not a professional psychologist, sociologist, psychiatrist, doctor, nutritional doctor, but I delve into all of those things for my own well-being. So I'm just trying to share that. I'm good. How are you? Thank you for asking. So I'm sharing all of that. I know a lot of people that got to work. You got a lot of things going on, and sometimes you don't have time to be doing that. I go to YouTube University most of the time to find some information from someone who's discussing the information that I'm looking for, and then I go do some research. That's how I do. And then I take the information that I want for me to help myself, and I share it if it works. So this is from Main Squeeze, if you can see it, right here in downtown Claremont. Great place, good people. This is all natural. It has monk fruit, sweetener, lemon, it has ginger. So it's like a ginger tea, really, really tasty. And they give you the cup. I ask for it without the top so I can take it home and then use it later. Me, I'm going to the lake. I'll show you. You want to see it? It's right there. So I'm going to walk down there just for a moment. Just wanted to talk about natural remedies for any type of sickness. I usually say, I remember when I was a kid, my grandma used to give us a stomach cleansing type of remedy before school every year. And we'd get all that stuff, all that meat, all those parasites that we had as kids. And it worked. So recently I've been doing a detox, just drinking say liquid fruit juice drinks, like just fruit, and I mash it up, and then I put probably some ginger, turmeric, and other medicinal plants and roots to help me battle what I'm battling. And that's what's been going on. So I just want to talk about cloves real quick. I don't know if you know what a clove is. Basically like a dried up flower, dried up stem, I think. Cloves. So I'm looking up all this stuff because, again, I need to realign not just my mind, my body, especially my body. A couple of months ago, I was in the hospital. I was going in and out of the hospital. They gave me some diagnosis of certain things that they found. And basically what I'm doing right now is I'm taking it upon myself to bring myself back to balance, in terms of my my body and my mind, right? So this is part of it. And what it does is basically aligns you in terms of acidity and alkalinity. If I said that right, I don't even know if I said that right. Which, when you're out of balance and you get sick, the only reason that you're sick is because your body's out of balance. So then you go to the doctor here in America. We go to the doctor, we get some pills. All it does is suppress the issue, but it doesn't heal it. And I've been doing reading, I've been doing research, and I was doing this way before I turned my gaming channel into Love Your Soul Natural. Wake up. So I'm getting back into what I was doing prior. I probably would have been more advanced in these remedies, the stuff that I talk about, if I would have stayed on my path. But I got married and to the wrong person. Took me off track for a lot of years. Luckily, I'm still here. Father God said, nope, ain't nothing happening. Let's get it right. So here's the lake. I'll show you where I'm is if you're so interested in where I'm at. There it is. So I began buying all of these natural leaves from the supermarket, natural spices. One of the first ones I started using was cayenne pepper. Ooh, that's no joke. That takes away pain, and I'm telling you it does. I mean, it's not a sedative, it's not a suppressor, but it does make you feel better if you have I had muscle pains. That's why I was taking it. I was taking like a spoon or more, putting it in this cup, the one I have in the house, mixing it up and drinking it straight up. So cloves I make a clove tea in the morning that really gives me energy. I started putting cayenne and garlic in it. I eat the garlic raw like that. That has also medicinal properties. And the cloves actually numb. So I take the cloves It has a lot of properties. If you could look up cloves for natural remedies, cloves is no joke. Cloves help kill parasites, which is what I'm trying to do. And I've been noticing a big difference. I lost a ton of weight. I have a lot more energy, way too much energy, actually, tell you the truth, way too much energy. My digestive system is working a lot like it's supposed to. Oh, that is so good. Although I have still have some issues with that, which I'm working on. So cloves look up cloves if you get a chance. Maybe I'll drop a video about it it's really good. So what I do is I was searching how can I use these, what medicinal properties they have. So cloves, if you put them in your mouth and you chew on them, and you have like aching teeth or cavities or whatever, it helps. What it does, it numbs, and you can actually feel your tongue numb, and it gives you better breath. When you takes away the stank, and it helps with parasites. So those are really good. So look up cloves if you have a chance to look up cloves and its medicinal properties. They're very, very good for helping you, like I said, with ailments, with mouth ache and your teeth. It numbs your tongue when you use it. You put it in tea. It really helps kill parasites. The moment you begin to kill the parasites that you have in your body, and everybody has parasites, you're not going to get rid of all the parasites. Some are necessary. Some are absolutely necessary. And tell you too, we parasites ourselves. Scary to know that, but it's a fact. So that's what I wanted to say. Cloves are really good for you. Use them. So when I was a kid, when I found out about that cloves kill parasites, we used to eat ham. I used to eat a lot of ham, because I'm Puerto Rican, so Puerto Ricans eat puerco. It's so funny. They call something dirty and they eat it because it's puerco. Or a lot of other people call it what else? There's a couple of names in Spanish for it, but anyway, so we used to eat that pork every year, this time of year, because we're conditioned to celebrate, Christ Mass, which I don't do that no more. I'm out of that matrix, and I'm gonna let you know why on Friday. Friday we're gonna discuss Christmas. It's gonna be really interesting. So what my mom used to do, she used to get a whole ham. This was a processed ham. It wasn't a ham actually from the pig. The meat was from the pig, but it was like a diamond shape kind of. So she would open it. It came in a big can. So she'd take it out of the can. She covered it in whatever. She put pineapple rounds, so the round of a pineapple on top of the skin, on top of it, and then she would take a cherry and put it in the middle. Listen to this. And then she would take cloves and put cloves all along the top, on the sides of the cherry, in the middle of the cherry, all on top. This is why. Because cloves kills parasites. What does hog have? Pernil, all that. It has parasites. Nothing but parasites. It's a huge parasite. And even if you do cook it, you can't cook it all the way through, especially when you're doing like pork, shoulder, that kind of stuff, because it's gonna be too, it's it's really tasty, but it has a lot of parasites. So what they did with these cloves is that when they cooked it, the parasites would come up to the top because the top was sweet, because of the pineapples and because of the cherries. And guess what the cloves would do? It would kill off those parasites. So you had a nice and clean ham. Not all the way, but parasites can resist all kind of weather. I don't know if you heard about the little parasite called, it's a bear or something. That little thing can live in any environment. So that's what I'm doing. I'm killing off the parasites that I have in my body. I had many, I can tell, because parasites change you in every single way. Your personality, your mental thought, your emotions. Believe me, they want you to do things for them. And how do they live? They live in destruction. So they live in decay. So parasites live off of decay. So if your body's decaying, then they will attach to you. And then what they'll do is they'll train you how to feed them. You don't know this though. You don't know this. You just, you know, you don't study this stuff. You just eat it, and the doctors don't tell you about it. Because if they did, and they said, "Oh, here's how you detox," wait, they're gonna have to charge you like $2,000-3,000 because you're gonna, once you start doing detox from all of these parasites, you're basically healing yourself. Now, there are some points in time, you know, when this disease is probably a little bit past you helping it naturally, that you may need some medical attention. So again, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just talking from experiences. So for me, I went to the doctor. They diagnosed me with this. They said, "Hey, you got to do this." And I was like, "Nah, I'm not doing that. I already had cancer and I had diabetes." And guess, with the cancer, I had help from the institutions, right? From the medical institutions. They helped me with that, right? But to me, it was false. But, you know, I was in Father God's spirit at that time. You know, I was always happy. I was always cracking jokes, you know, but I was learning at the same time. I was learning about this supposed disease, where it came from, how I got it, and how I can deal with it, as aside from, you know, going to the doctor. I did chemotherapy for a long time. So I started, what was I doing? At that point, I began eating better. But I was around people who, you know, who like pork, who like fast food. They wasn't helping me. But literally, meditation, sending signals from my, you know, from my brain to my spinal cord, from my spinal cord to my central nervous system, from my central nervous system to my peripheral system to my organs. I learned how to do that. And that helped me, which is what I'm doing right now as well. Keeping my body as clean from parasites as possible with these natural remedies, with leaves, with flowers, making teas, drinking, I don't know why I can never figure out how to say this. Fruit drinks, what do they call those? When they put them in the blender. I don't know what they call them. I keep on forgetting the word. So I just take fruits, I put them in the blender. I put ginger root, turmeric root. I use these seeds that they satiate you, they don't make you want to eat. I use the bathroom a lot. It cleans out my system. I don't eat sugar. I haven't been eating meat. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't cook meat. I don't go home and cook a piece of meat. I don't go to the store and buy a piece of chicken. I don't do that. I go to the store and I buy mushrooms. Mushrooms are just like meat. If you know how to make mushrooms, you can deep fry them, you can fry them, you can saute them. They taste exact. The texture is just like meat. I kid you not. So me being a meat eater, like I said, I think the other day, if somebody invited me to get something to eat, I'll get something. I'll buy me some. You know, I won't purchase it myself because I'm not, you know, I'm trying to clean my body out. You know, which is why being here and doing what I'm doing for me doesn't involve anybody inviting me anywhere to go eat. So I eat what I need to eat to make myself healthier, cleaner, and it helps. You know, it really does. It really, really helps. So if you're suffering from anything, any ailment, anything that hurts, basically, look it up. Look it up. You know, take your time, look it up. You know, don't rush to the doctor right away. I mean, you know, again, if you have something that's urgent, like, you know, but if it's something that's building up slowly, like I said, like an upset stomach, or you know, you're feeling weak all the time for a while, look that stuff up. Look up, you know, how can I you know, heal my upset stomach? How can I do that? Right? And there's information on the internet about how you can do that naturally. Now, if that doesn't work, right, or simultaneously, you can go to the doctor, but all they're going to do is give you pills. All the pill is going to do is temporarily suppress the pain. It's going to block your uptake, right? And then what's going to happen once that pill is done? The pain's going to come back, or the discomfort or the dis-ease is going to come back, because all you did was block the sensory connection to that. That's all you did. With natural remedies, leaves and flowers and cloves and cilantro and oregano and all those things, they're part of you already. You know what I'm saying? This person's going. You can go ahead. You can go ahead. Go ahead. So you know. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, these persons. I'm not in a rush. These people are pushing me to move. I'm not moving out. And all I'm saying is, you know, again, I'm not a medical doctor. You can go to a medical doctor. I'm saying it's helping me. Eating in this manner for these last, I think maybe, I would say seriously, like the last 2 months. You know, sometimes I get upset stomach. You know, I look up a remedy for that, you know, which is where the diagnosis was in my stomach. I was bloated. I had like a beer belly because I was drinking beer. So I stopped doing that. And you know, there's gonna be repercussions. You're gonna feel a certain way because your body's not used to it. But as soon as your body gets used to it, you're fine. You're gonna feel lighter in terms of your body. You're gonna feel healthier. You're gonna feel wiser. You're gonna feel more in love with yourself. You're gonna feel happier. I guarantee you're gonna feel happier. And all because you're getting rid of these parasites. These parasites need that negative frequency so that they can live. Remember what I said earlier. What did I say earlier? They live in decay. So they come into you to decay you, to eat your body. But you don't know that. You don't know that because the doctors don't tell you that. They tell you this other stuff, and they diagnose you and they say take these pills because they want to make money. The moment that they say, you know, that's why right now I got a doctor, I don't even go to him. Because all he does, he sent me to somebody to get a surgery. I don't want to get surgery, not at this age. I'm not getting surgery. For what? So that I could take pills the rest of my life, so something else can hurt me. So I decided to take this route. And if this route don't work, it's working. It's working. I can feel it. So I said, let me take this route. You know, I got a friend of mine that was really encouraging. He's like my brother, you know, God bless him. You know, he helped me out a couple of times when I was really hurting in terms of my physical body, especially my legs, especially my right leg. He gave me, one day he made this leafy drink. He had all kind of leaves and it had a lot of peppercorn. And it was very spicy. I like spice, but this thing was over the top. I used to get this pain at the top of my head all the time. It was horrible. I could barely think. I could barely, you know, it was horrible. It was a horrible pain. So he noticed, he's like, I'm gonna make something for you. So he bought all these leaves, you know, like medicinal leaves that you can buy them at Walmart. They got them there. They got them there, like bay leaf, you know, all that stuff. He put it all together, you know, with honey, natural honey, you know, and then he's like, here, drink this. Listen, that literally revived me, literally, at that moment. And it was a tea. So most of these remedies are made in teas, where you drink it, right? Most of them, or you could put them in your food. You could put them in your smoothie. That's the word, fruit smoothie. You can put them in your fruit smoothie. But again, consult your doctor if you need to. I'm just experiencing this this detox phenomenon for the first time since I was a kid, and I only did it on the weekend that my grandmother designated me to do it before school. I feel a lot lighter. I feel a lot less interrupted in terms of my my frequency, my life. You know what I mean? Like less things are attached to me, because it felt like I used to be attached to everything. I used to feel everything. I feel everything more now, but I know that I know where it comes from, and I know what place it has in my life. Before it was confusing, it was overwhelming, you know, because of these parasites. And it's not a joke. It's not. I'm not kidding you. So, look up cloves. They're very useful. I just bought a whole big can of cloves, and I take 2 of them every day. They give you good breath. They help with to kill the parasites. You know, so a detox. I'm not really on a detox because, you know, I'm eating, but a detox entails, you know, a certain concoction of leaves, and then you have to have a certain binder to expel, you know, those dead parasites. So that's a true detox, as I'm finding out, right? But it helps in every single way. For me, it's been helping me. So again, if you're interested, just make sure you look it up. You know, there are a lot of different people with different online. Oh, there's a lot of people. You know, Dr. Sebi was one of the first ones that I started, you know, researching when I was on, you know, my love and my soul, not my role, before I got married. And there was a lot of, you know, it was just a feeling. You know, it was just a feeling like, you know, I'm not healthy. You know, I got migraines. I got my back hurts. You know, I got pain in my neck. I got no pain. The only pain I got right now is my back, my lower back. And that's going away. And that's because I haven't been exercising. And I was exercising for a long time. But now I'm going to start getting back into that. Just with fruits and vegetables. And again, I'm not above, you know, maybe Friday I go get me, you know, a chicken. I'm not above that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't eat, you know, I don't eat 3 times a day. You know, I don't have to eat in the morning. I don't have to eat at night. I eat when I'm hungry. And when I'm hungry, I give me some apples, some grape. I give me like a whole bowl of apples, grapes. You know, I just fill myself with, and it's water. So it just cleans you out. You're not gonna be full all day. So you gotta eat all day like a gorilla. If you ever get a chance to watch a gorilla, or a chimpanzee wildlife video, watch how they eat all day. Animals eat all day because they don't eat. They need it. You need to eat all day, right? And you're not gonna go to the bathroom as much, but when you do go to the bathroom, you're gonna be expelling everything that was usurped by your natural body, right? Your natural body digestive system. And you're gonna get nutrition. You're gonna get all that protein stuff that they tell you that's in meat. I don't get it, man. That stuff is dead. Where is it? Where is that? Oh, where is that protein in dead meat? I don't know. When you cook it, it comes back to life. I don't know. It's just a question that I'm asking. You know, and if you don't ask questions, you don't get no answers. And then if you don't get no answers, you stay confused for the rest of your life. You stay sick with other people taking the money that you work for. You're not asking questions about how can I stay healthy? You know what I'm saying? So you got to do that. All right. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Look up clothes if you get a chance. See you on the next one.